Hey everyone, just a quick ask before we get into the newscast. If you really like Wake Up, I would love it if you gave us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and drop a quick comment there to let people know about this newscast. It would really help people discover us. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Pittsburgh. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for Wednesday, January 14th. After 19 seasons, Mike Tomlin is stepping down as head coach of the Steelers. He informed the team of his decision following their playoff loss to the Houston Texans Monday. Tomlin led the franchise to a Super Bowl win in his second season and never posted a losing record, finishing with 193 regular season victories. That makes him tied with Chuck Noll for most in team history. Still, his tenure ended amid growing criticism and 7 straight postseason losses. Steelers president Art Rooney II praised Tomlin's leadership and success. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. Pittsburgh Public Schools is considering reforms to its purchasing policies following a critical report from City Controller Rachel Heisler. The report found that while the district issued nearly $100 million in contracts since January of 24, fewer than 10% were competitively bid. Heisler urged the school board this week to adopt stricter bidding practices, suggesting that a more transparent procurement process could save the district up to $15 million a year. Board members agreed to review current policies with district administrators. Read more about this at WESA. The impending closure of the Post-Gazette marks a major blow to local democracy, says media scholar Victor Picard. Writing in the New Pittsburgh Courier, Picard warns the loss of the region's largest newspaper threatens civic engagement in western Pennsylvania. Without local reporting, communities often see lower voter turnout, rising polarization, and increased corruption. While social media and influencers offer abundant content, Picard argues they rarely provide the rigorous fact-check journalism that newspapers once did. The closure follows January's shutdown of the Pittsburgh City paper, deepening fears of a growing news desert. Read more about this in the New Pittsburgh Courier. Amazon is vacating its original Pittsburgh area sortation facility as part of a shift toward more advanced operations. The company notified employees last fall that it will fully exit the 250,000 square foot site on Roswell Drive in the city's Ferrywood neighborhood. Operations are being moved to newer facilities in Findlay Township, including a same-day delivery station. Amazon says the move isn't related to layoffs and that it's helping affected workers transfer. The property, now mostly vacant, is the largest industrial space currently available in the region. You can read more about this in the Business Times. And Pittsburgh Opera has announced Bill Powers as its new general director, succeeding Christopher Hahn after a 16-year tenure. Powers, a former Pittsburgh Opera staffer and current executive director of the Pittsburgh Youth Symphony Orchestra, will assume the role on July 1st. He plans to expand community engagement and diversify programming in response to shifting audience habits and economic challenges facing opera companies nationwide. The 2025-26 season features fewer large productions, reflecting a national move toward intimate works. Powers aims to reach younger audiences through social media and digital storytelling. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. If you haven't already, sign up for our free daily newsletter. It's basically this newscast in written form. Go to wakeuppit, that's pit with 1 T, .transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Pitt. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Pittsburgh.